Hey guys, I basically wanted to talk about, I think there's a problem that I didn't notice about the Videomic Go 2. I think this microphone has a loudness issue, and I'm going to prove it to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record into the computer and yell as loud as I can. I'm going to yell as loud as I can on the Zoom F2, the Zoom H1N, the Zoom F3, the Zoom F6, and it's going to clip on all of them. Basically, this microphone can't seem to handle really, really loud volume. Right now, I'm currently recording into Audacity, right? And I'm going to go ahead and just do this right now. Right now, it's recording at regular volume, right? I don't know, you can't see that on the screen, but I'll go ahead and show it later. But now I'm going to do a test. So, warning, okay? It's going to get loud. Yelling 1, 2, 3! You see that? Even though that does not show as clipping, that is actually distorted. That audio is distorted. And I have the pad on, right? And it's, look, I'm going to just do it right now. Like, distortion, testing, 1, 2, 3. That's distorted. That audio is distorted. So what this is telling me is that there is a distortion loudness problem with the RODE Videomic Go 2 that I didn't catch before. Like, I can't believe it. So I no longer can recommend this as a character voice or anything for super, super loud stuff. But let's just, right now, we have now tested that it doesn't work on the computer. On computer, you're going to get really, really distorted audio, right? Now, let's go ahead and check different devices, and I'm going to prove to you that in all these, you're going to clip out. And it's not a faulty Videomic Go 2 unit because I have two of them, and this is brand new. But let's go ahead and test other units. All right, so here's audio from the RODE Videomic Go 2, currently plugged into the Zoom F3. I use the RODE VXLR attachment so that I can connect this here. And what I'm going to do is yell as loud as I can and see if there's distortion or if it just sounds normal. I'm going to put a pop filter in front so that doesn't contribute to distortion. I guess I'll do regular volume, like loud, like in front, and then a little bit back. Okay, so let's put it right here. So 1, 2, 3. Microphone check, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's all up in the grill. And now I'm going to put it a little bit further back. Microphone check, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so right now I'm recording into the Zoom F2, and I'm going to try to clip the fuck out of this thing. I'm going to yell as loud as I can, and I'm going to test this out. Microphone check, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, right, I'm going to yell as loud as I can. I have the input volume very low, so if you look here, I'm actually not really clipping or anything like that. It's at a very low volume, but I'm going to put a pop filter in front, and I'm going to start yelling at the top of my lungs and see if I can clip this out, and we're going to take a look at the audio after. So ready, get set, go. Microphone check, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so right now, I am recording in the Zoom F6, and I have the RODE Videomic Go 2. What I'm going to do is just yell into this, and I'm going to see if it's going to cause distortion in the audio, okay? Just to make sure that no pop filter or anything like gets in the way, we'll check it out. But let's go ahead and test it out. So, ready, get set. Microphone check, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're back on the Videomic Go 2 on computer mode, and I'm currently recording, and this is how the audio sounds. So, what is the overall takeaway? The overall takeaway is that this microphone can't handle super duper duper loud stuff, like Super Saiyan loud Dragon Ball Z yelling kind of stuff. It won't be able to handle that. But most conversational stuff that I'm talking about, and even stuff where I'm yelling, it actually can be fine. But it's just that if you're yelling super duper loud, it will distort. So in that aspect, I can't recommend this microphone for character work, but I don't think, obviously, it wasn't intended for that. This kind of microphone, I think what they're thinking was like it'd be, kind of like out here and you're kind of talking this way. They're not thinking someone's going to be all up in the grill like this, like I do, because, this is kind of how I like it. But personally, I think at least in distance, it's a shame, because this actually is, in my opinion, under most normal circumstances, probably the best sounding USB microphone. That being said, I do think it's perfectly fine for its use case, which means I use this for like work Zoom calls. I would use this for like regular chit chat, whatever's. But if you're using this for like serious like yelling kind of stuff, it'll distort your audio. As you've seen with all these devices, whether it's on, I have the computer on. When I put the pad on in Rode Central, it doesn't matter. It's still going to clip out. I mean, it's not clip out, it'll distort. It distorted on the H1N, even when the volume was super low. It distorted on the F6, F3, and F2, and all those are 32-bit float. And as in, like, you shouldn't be clipping. And it's weird. It clipped on the Zoom F2, but on the F3 and F6, it didn't clip. It was actually within range, but it distorted. They all distorted. So, yeah, there's definitely a problem here. And it's funny because I actually talked to someone at RODE to be like, hey, there's a problem here. And their answer was like, okay, do a factory reset, install RODE Central app, and then put a pad on it. And I did, but it still distorts it. It doesn't. That's not the problem. The problem is like if you get really, 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 I think it's the SPL of the microphone, which is 110 decibels. I can easily blow that shit out of the water. Like 110 decibels is really, really, really just nothing. And I think that contributes to it. So what I hope they do is come up with like a better version of the Videomic Go 2, which is like 32-bit float, and it's like it can handle like way more decibels. Like 110 decibels I think is just too little. You know what I mean? That's probably what it is. But yeah. Overall though, besides that, like I still would recommend the Videomic Go 2 because I think it is the best sounding USB microphone on the market. But again, if you're doing this for like major character work and like yelling and shouts and stuff like that, this is not the microphone for that, So that's all I got to say. All right, you guys have a great one. All right, bye.